Hey there, what's up? If you're new here and you haven't yet created an Interact quiz, I'll leave a video for you up here that you might want to check out before moving forward with this one. But if you're an old friend, welcome back. It's great to see you, and I'm excited to talk to you today about 3 ways that you can customize your Interact quiz to take it from drab to fabulously optimized for conversions. Okay, first, let's talk about colors. Colors can do a lot for your business. They can evoke certain emotions, they can be representative of a certain brand or a certain theme, and it's important, of course, that your Interact quiz follows suit. If you're embedding it onto a website, or even if you're just sharing it as a standalone link, it's important that it ties into your overall brand and doesn't feel like a disconnected experience. So, did you know that you can change the background color, the option color, selection color, and progress bar color? Yep, you sure can, and I'm gonna show you how. Let's hop in. To start customizing your quiz, you'll go into one of your existing quizzes and edit it, or you can also do this during the create new quiz phase. We'll choose a template to use, and the app will load. Then up at the top, we'll see this artist palette. Clicking on this enables us to change our quiz colors. If you simply click on any of the colors and select a different one, you'll start to see things move around. Our background color is going to be that color that appears behind the images, the words, and the buttons. You can either drag this bubble to wherever you would like to on the color palette, or you can use a hex code or an RGB code to enter in any of your custom brand colors. You can do the same thing with your options, which will show up in the actual questions, and your progress bar, which will show up while you're actually taking the quiz. Same thing for a button, which we can see there on the cover page. Once you're happy with your selection, just check to make sure your changes have been saved and you can keep moving forward with the editing process. Okay, now for fonts. We have on our platform a ton of different font options available for you based on some of the most common font families. You'll likely want to choose a font that matches with your brand and that complements your logo nicely. Again, fonts can say a lot about your brand and the theme or the mood that you're going for, so it's best to choose this carefully. For example, if you're talking about something very romantic, maybe you work in the wedding industry, you might choose a script font. Whereas if you work in tech, you're probably gonna choose a good old school sans serif font. So I'll show you some of our options and how to choose them right here. Okay, for fonts, next to the artist palette that we were just working in, you'll click on this T option here. This is the quiz text option. Clicking on select will enable you to browse through all of the different fonts that are available through the selected provider. It's set up by default to showcase Google Fonts, which has a large number of fonts that are available. If there's a particular font that you know that you like, you can just start typing it in and then click on it. And as you can see there, your quiz will automatically update. But if you're not sure and you just kind of want to browse, one thing that I really like to do is search by font type. Serif fonts are going to be the most traditional font type. They're going to have these little tails at the ends of them, and it has a very classic look. Sans serif fonts are very simple and modern and clean and easy to read. And then there's display fonts, which are more of your decorative fonts. You might find some scripts in here or some very custom, unique fonts. So depending on what you're going for, you may want to search that way. This also enables you to choose popular fonts across all of the different types. So you'll be able to see what some of the favorites are for Google Font users. Now you can also select different font providers. Here are just some classic fonts. This is where you'll find your Times New Roman, your Arial, your Tahoma, all of those traditional fonts that you may be used to seeing in a word processor or something like that. And then you can also utilize Adobe Typekit if you do have access to that provider. And by the way, speaking of logo, Yes, you can change the logo that appears on your Interact quiz, as well as the images that show up throughout. This can really help take your quiz in a customized, branded direction. Bye-bye to boring, flat, stock imagery that doesn't represent you and your brand. You can pull in images through uploads, you can search the web for images, or you can even embed multimedia options like GIFs to bring a fun little edge to your quiz. And next to your quiz text, you'll see a little picture icon. If we click on that, this is where we'll be able to change and update our logo. So if you have a logo available on your computer, you can simply upload it there, or you can search for images on Unsplash. Maybe I want to find a phone image. And as you can see there, it's going to appear in the bottom right corner. Now, of course, I probably wouldn't use an image like that. It makes a little more sense to use an actual logo. And once you're happy with it, you can click on the eyeball icon to see what it looks like in action. You can also change the images that appear throughout your quiz, like your cover image. You just click on Edit Cover Image, and you can either resize the existing image and choose to crop it in a different place, or you can replace the image. You can do the same thing here. You can search for anything that you like via Unsplash, or you can upload your own image. You can also choose to add a GIF in here, which can be really fun. So if we're doing a quiz that's appropriate for an office type setting, maybe I'll use a GIF like that, which is pretty fun. You can also do the same thing for your questions images. Just click on Edit and Replace, and then you can either upload or search. I'll choose a GIF because these are just so fun. How cute is that cat? And there you go. That's how they'll appear on the actual quiz page. Okay, so those are just a few of the options that you can make your Interact quiz uniquely you. Stand out from the crowd with your own custom Interact quiz and start generating leads today. To get started, just click the link down in the description box or keep on watching the channel for more online quiz tips and tricks. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.